everybody. How is it going? Welcome back to the hashtag Lockboss Show and Giveaway. I am PJ and I am back this week. I tell you, it's not often I'm not here for the Lockboss Show. And so on the weeks I'm not, it just feels weird. But as a matter of fact, I was on a plane during the show last week. So I was trying through, the T-Mobile Wi-Fi to get in, but it wasn't working too well. I heard a little bit here and a little bit there, but thank you to everyone for being here and hanging out. I tell you what, we're going to have a good show today. Of course, we're going to be going over the posts of the week, the comment of the week. We're going to be announcing this week's 5 lucky Lockboss winners, and we're also going to be going over the Locksmith Ledger's 2024 Price Survey results. So I'm excited to see how your pricing stacks up to what the survey found. I tell you what, it's pretty cool. I really like a lot of the results, and I'm excited to talk about it with you. But let's see here. I hope everyone is doing well. You know what, Julio, I don't know if I can necessarily do today's show without starting with a confession, and I don't necessarily want to, but Julio, if you need to, go ahead, and I'm going to cue you to turn up that confession music. Do I hear it? Yeah. Oh, I had my speakers down here. There it is. Okay, so I have a little confession for you guys. So last Monday when I was packing up and started to get everything together, and I put of course, in my closet, putting all my stuff in my suitcase, and my 8-year-old daughter, Alice, came up and she grabbed my suitcase and she took it and put them with all the other suitcases that were ready to go. The problem is I did what I normally do, which is pack and I leave it in my closet, and then I look at it again and make sure everything is there. Completely my fault. I did not do this, and here we are, Tuesday night. It's about 9 o'clock. Time for me to take a shower finally after 4 girls were getting ready for bed. And I realized I had no underwear. 0 underwear in my bag. And so I did what any man desperate for clean underwear would do, and that is Uber to a Target to get some and then Uber back. So I just figure I better get it out there and just admit the fact that for the first time ever, I traveled without underwear. But yeah, go ahead, Julio. Yeah, turn that stuff off. And yeah, so oh my gosh, I tell you what, not the most exciting thing, but I have a chance to redeem myself because I'm actually flying out this Thursday down to Texas, and I'm going to be visiting D-Tex. So I'll be down there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And Jimmy, how's it going? Jimmy, I made a big mistake, okay, Jimmy? And Julio, don't put the music on and we'll get to the show here. But, as many of you know, I really like F1. For my birthday, I got a couple of F1 McLaren shirts, which is pretty cool. But I did not realize that D-Tech said that, hey, you want to fly back on Saturday or Sunday? I said, oh, I'm going by myself, so I figured I'd just fly back Saturday morning. And I didn't realize the F1 race is right outside of Austin. I'm going to be 40 minutes from it, and I'm not going to go. Ooh, it hurts. It hurts. But anyways, Oh my gosh, you guys are funny in the comments. But yeah, anyways, okay, that I got it all out of the way here. Okay, my conscience is clean, and we're able to actually start the show. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the show today. All right, so here we go. The posts of the week. This one comes from Robert E. Robert E. says, just received my frame in Global Link RV and travel trailer kit. Everything looks great. And now I can expand my mobile locksmith business. I like it. Robert E., thank you not only for the order, but man, I really hope it goes well. I know the Lockfather has been selling those and hooking customers up with getting everything on one key. So pretty cool there. All right, now this next one comes from Carl L. Carl, how is it going? It says, Neon Keys pick. I thought I'd show you my new Neon Keys. Thanks, CLK. Man, I tell you what, Carl, that board, I love the organization of it. I mean, I love the lines of the keys all in order. You can, of course, see how nice and bright they are in the picture, which I love them. Carl, by the way, I actually screenshot this photo and I sent it over to Eduardo, who is the general manager for JMA. And I'm like, hey, check this out. He absolutely loved it as well. So nice work, Carl, on that keyboard. And I hope you're able to sell those keys and make some money. All right, next is the Lockboss comment of the week. Let's see what we're cooking with today. This one comes from JD Parrott. Says, always good seeing the troubleshooting process. Thanks for bringing us along. I wonder if that lock was supposed to be a standard 1131 key, but maybe it was made by a place that didn't quite get the tolerances right and wound up making it a slightly tighter keyway. DJ, I think that's a really good observation, definitely plausible. I think the other thing that might be plausible on this as well is when you read the packaging or when you read the like online description of it, they talk about how it is and you can see me down here, a restricted key. And so if I had to guess, my guess is that they tried to make it a little different, so it would be a more of a restricted key. The funny part is I don't believe Master sells that key. So without a little bit of locksmithing, keyword in the smith part, which I think really the only way to get the key made. So it was really fun to see that the CO106 might have also worked in that, and I was really happy with Identikey with the results. So good stuff there. But DJ, thank you for the comment, and I think your point of view is really good on that. Thank you for sharing. All right, so we're going to be talking about the Locksmith Price Survey breakdown. Man, I tell you what, I'm pretty excited. Let's see here. Let me go up here for a minute in the comments. Let me get caught up here and see. All right, very good. All right, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and let's talk about the survey. Now, this is the big question, right? Now, of course, in all surveys, there's always a price range, a low, a high, then the median, right? And what we'll be talking about today is the median. But what I want to really get at here is when you look at the prices that you are charging, are they similar or are you too high or too low? Okay, that's the question as we go through this. I want to see what you guys have to say in the comments here. So, all right, here we go. So, of course, this is from the 2024 National Price Survey from the Locksmith Ledger, put out by Emily Pike, says, as the cost of doing business goes up, locksmithing prices are also going up, which is really, really good to hear. So here we go on the first one. Let's talk about labor charges. So the service call in 2024 came in at $93.68. Labor charges, regular hours, 104, and labor charges after hours, 151. I actually think this is pretty gosh darn good. I mean, I feel historically over the years, these prices have been kind of low, but I'm sure like everybody, with the price of everything going up with inflation and all of that, I think it's really helped kick a lot of people's into gear when it comes to the pricing, right? And so that's good to see. But I'm curious what your prices are. Are they higher than this, lower than this? Let us know in the comments below. But I think, yeah, $93.68, which you can tell is a median price for sure, right? Is I think that's a pretty gosh darn good price there. All right, next up is fit key or rekey a cylinder. And so I'm just going to refer to everything as rekeying a cylinder because it's easier to say for me. But okay, so a key in knob, we're talking $27. Rim and mortise cylinder, $25. And the interesting part about those, I'm going to keep going for a minute here. So set to a master key system is $31, and high security cylinder, I'm just going to pretend that's like a MX or something. I'd imagine a Medico would be significantly more just because if you look at the pin cost alone, it's $45 fitting first key. Okay, let's stop there for a second. So $27, $25, that actually seems like a pretty good price as well. Like I said, in the years past, prices seem low. These seem pretty dead on, really. Pretty good. So set to a master key system. This is where I always find it interesting. If you look at the work you have to do for just a standard rekey compared to a master key, you're doing a lot more work, and the price difference is only a couple dollars. So I find that interesting. In my head, if I was a betting man and I had to guess, I would say that if you're charging $25 to rekey a mortise cylinder, then you'd be charging $40 for a master key, right? That's kind of what I would think. So I thought that was maybe a little bit low. High security cylinders for like an MX or something, I think's good. But when it comes to Medico and those, the pins and all that are cutting a key, first of all, takes quite a bit longer. And then also with the lock pins, and if you compare it to a standard rekey, I don't know. That seems a little bit low still to me. But of course, I want to know what you think in the comments. All right, next up, let's talk about impressioning, fitting first key, impressioning, fitting first key, reading. Okay, so it looks like there's a price difference between maybe using a leashy and hand filing a key. Now, what are you charging for this? And I'm really curious on your all's thoughts on that. But I thought that was, I don't know, if you're impressioning a cam lock, a Y11, Y13 cam lock, excuse me, $45 seems, a really good price to do that. If you were hand filing a GM 10 cut, or excuse me, a Ford, 5 cut or 10 cut, something like that, I really feel like that's probably pretty low. Key reading, I don't know, seems, I don't know, honestly, a little low to me as well on that. But I'll let you all really be the judge. on that. But yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting stuff there. Good stuff. Let's keep the party going here. All right, so here we go. Key duplication, residential and commercial. Now, the cool part about this is if we were to rewind to the end of the year when I went around to the big box stores and had a few keys made, a single-sided key, or excuse me, like what did I have made? I had a mailbox key made, and then a quick set key made, I believe is what it was, or it's like one of the two. But so when we're thinking of in those terms, right? And the big box stores were charging $4.99 for those keys, essentially, $4.45. Hey, at least we're right in. We're right in there a little bit. Double-sided key, I'm liking it. $7. That's better, especially if it's like trying to think of a double-sided key maybe that we're referring to. Let's call it an H75, right? An H75. So $7, not bad. I'm curious what you think. High security key, this is getting better. $21.19. Once again, my guess is that has to be more on like a Medico, or excuse me, like a MX or more of a key restriction and not a Medico. I sure hope that if you're doing like a Medico key, it's much more expensive than that. And then key from broken sample. I really like this one in particular because $18. That's there is some smithing a lot of times that is involved in that, and so charging for that I think is really good. That's something the automated machines can't do. So it's really cool to see that price up there. Really, really cool to see that price up there. So single cut key, $4.45. Where are you all at with that? Let's see. But yeah. Good stuff, though. I really like it. I mean, these are much better than like the $2 single cut key, right? Or $4 double set. So we're starting to get up there. So let's keep it going here. All right, here we go. Automotive fit a standard key is $88. Crazy ranges from 10 to 200. Okay. So $88 to make a key for a let's call it a 4-8 cut using a leashy or something. Okay, 88. Where are you at with that? Seems a little low if you're also code cutting after that as well. Fit transponder key. Okay, here we go. 127. We're starting to get into the ballpark here. Let's see, highest $300, quite a few between 150 and 200, and then a few that skewed low with the 25, 30, 39. Okay, so yeah, so I think 150, 200 would be my guess. I think I think those real low ones should probably just be removed from my perspective. So how much are you charging to fit a transponder key? I'm guessing this does not include a trip charge, right, or your service charge. So in this case, if you were to go to someone, let's say it was 150, the bill would be 250, and maybe it was a Circle Plus key. And yeah, okay. Doesn't seem bad. Fit Sidewinder key, 175. Fit motorcycle key, 130. Interesting. I think the motorcycle keys are pretty underrated, right? There's not a ton of information on them. And yeah, interesting. Okay. Program transponder key, $80. So that's just, so I guess if someone brought you a key from, let's say, eBay or Amazon, and you were to program it, you charge $80 to do so. I'm just guessing that's what that means. Very interesting. Now let's look here. All keys lost, $221. Now, I wish I wish we could get a little more info. Like, does that include fitting? Does that include fitting a transponder key in it or not? I don't know. But if you look at fit transponder key 127 to all keys lost 221, you sure hope you're not doing that much work for that little difference there. And then lastly, rekey ignition, $210. And I really think, you know, I mean, if someone brings you an existing Honda key and then they want you to rekey it, you know, and you have the ignition there, 210 or 875 or something like that, you know, that it seems like you're getting paid for your knowledge on that one as well, on the ignition rekey. So very good. All right, let's keep moving here. All right, electronics. So install in an electronic strike, $184. Install an exit alarm, $195. Install a electromagnetic lock, $297. Install an electric lock wired, $313. Install an electric lock wireless, $224. So I'm guessing that would be like an alarm lock, probably would be my guess. Program an electronic lock, $123. I really like that a lot. That's good. You know, I think it's something to always keep in mind, right? There's two things: selling the customer the lock, or there's three things: and selling the customer the lock, installing the lock on the door, and then there's programming the lock. Now, I think the part that you spend the most amount of time on a lot of times is the actual programming of the electronic lock, because it always starts simple and then gets complex. Kind of like if you're setting up a big master keying system, right? Like it's all streamlined until everyone starts getting keys, and all of a sudden they want you to do, let's call it weird things. But, and I think a lot of times with the programming the electronic lock, you definitely want to make sure you don't undersell yourself on that. So the fact that it's listed here is pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, next up is the install keypad / reader, $257. And then the electrifice, can't speak all of a sudden, to electrify a lock or exit device, $288. Upgrade to a touchless actuator is $287. And then what's the last one? Integrated solutions. What does that say there? Oops, 79 maybe. Sorry, my slide thing is covering that up. So perfect. All right, well, hey, let's keep going here. Let's keep going. Next up is lock and door hardware installation. So here we go. So to install a deadbolt, $80. To install a lever, $90. Install a mortise lock, $86. Install a door closer, $137. Install a rim exit device, $186. Install a vertical rod exit device, $312. To install an automatic opener is $716. And install a continuous hinge, $326. So what do y'all think about that? What do you all think about that? So from my point of view, the deadbolt and lever lock, right? You're making good money there. Install a mortise lock. It seems like that's cheap in comparison, right? It seems like it's really cheap in comparison to a standard cylindrical deadbolt, right? Door closer, $137, right? I think that kind of makes sense. Really depends on if it's a fresh install or if there's already a plate on there, or, you know, exactly what you're doing there. But that's not, it seems terribly bad. $186 for a rim exit device. I don't know. Seems okay. You know, probably depends on the application a little bit. Vertical rod makes sense. $312. Door opener, $716. We're starting to get there, right? I mean, I think that makes sense. Of course, there's a few different, several responses in the 1200 range, which makes sense. I mean, I think a lot of it depends on what else are you installing besides the automatic door opener? Is there wires to be ran? Is all the infrastructure in there or not? Then, of course, install continuous hinges, $326. What do you guys think about that? That's interesting. I'm not sure if that's if I think that's low or not. Not really. I mean, it depends if you can install it by yourself or you need help. And the status of when you show up to the door. But okay, let's keep going. I think we got one more page here. Let's see. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Safe servicing. All right. Now we're getting into the juicy stuff here. We're getting into the juicy stuff. So open safe by drilling, $414. So there's a price range from 1,000 down to 25. I wonder why people put $25 on stuff like that. Maybe they're thinking Century Safe or, I don't know. I'm using the magnetic trick or something. I don't know. But open safe by drilling, 414. That seems, and I don't have many of my dad's prices memorized, but I had a friend who needed his safe opened, and I think it ended up costing him right about that amount to get it open. So that kind of makes sense. Open safe by manipulation, $318. Interesting. Safe combo change, $130. Right? That seems about right. Convert mechanical to electronic lock, $214. And last but not least, safe moving installation charges, $250 to $500. I mean, that's so depending, right? I mean, how big is the safe? How heavy is it? Is it going into the garage? Is it going in down a large flight of stairs that aren't wide enough? I mean, there is a lot going on with that. But very interesting prices here, man. It's so much fun to kind of go over all these prices. But yeah, so that's the price survey. I see some of you sharing in the chat what your thoughts are. Gustavo, you say $750 supply and install. What exactly are you talking for that? Let's see here. Let's see. Look through the comments. 150 total transponder. Very good. Lowell says charge one S&M, charge 125 hourly, and charger for parts $4 a pin set per lock. Basic keys about $450. Okay, very cool. Newhouse says around him, big box charges $350. He charges $3. Impression, James says 60. Auto reading 45. G Keyman, what's up? Says a really 2119. I know, right? Oh man, let's see here. Jimmy J says, okay, how many of us look at the prices and start to reminisce about our youth when we paid 99 cents a gallon? Yeah, right. Ken, what's up? Says, yeah, awesome, more out of sight. Yeah, absolutely. Just keep scrolling down here. Yeah, so I think it's one of those things with the prices, right? I think the big question, if you are also charging a bunch of these prices, is to look at the ones that are compatible to you. And really on the lower side, if you're significantly lower than these prices, I don't know, maybe you don't need to raise them, but it's good just to sit down and pencil it out. Like rewind this video or grab the magazine and just write a few of these down. Okay, what are they charging for? What's the average for a rekey? What am I charging for a rekey? And just kind of do a little chart, just look at it and just think, and sometimes all of us need to be pushed in these areas of business, especially with pricing and all of that, right? And maybe just challenge ourselves a little bit on maybe we're too high, maybe we're too low, and just challenge, maybe run it out, be like, okay, if I do 400 rekeys a year and I raise it $2.50, I'm still going to be less than the national average. And I'm going to make an additional $800 a year, or, whatever it might be. But I would at least just play with those numbers, have a little bit of fun with it, and see if there's a way that maybe you should adjust some of those pricings a little bit. It's kind of like when I did that survey where I went around and did those prices, and then we talked about it. It was really cool to see so many people raise the prices of their keys because of that video, which was really awesome to see. So I would just take the prices, spend a little bit of time with it, challenge yourself. At least, now I understand we all have customers that have paid this price or that price and all of that. I totally get it and I totally understand. Okay, we're up against the same type of things, right? The thing though, at minimum, you want to just write down your price, write down some of those prices, and just give yourself the space, the room, the right to just think through it and just play with it a little bit. And maybe nothing comes of it. Maybe something does, but at least take the time to play with it a little bit and see, and just do some fun, have some fun with some thoughts with it and run some numbers and see this or that. And hey, at minimum, if you're way under these prices, okay, and you just feel like that's where you need to be, you play with it a little bit and you're like, hey, I'm making way more money than I should be making. I'm going to keep the prices right where they are. Okay. If that's the case, awesome. At least now you can advertise, our prices are less than national average. Use it to your advantage. Why not? Right. But, if you want to do that, but be careful though, because if you start advertising too low prices, you're going to get the tire kickers, and typically the customer's quality goes down as your price goes down. So be careful of that. So, all right. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Let's go ahead and move on here to this week's lucky winners. How about that? So, same page on what to do if you win. You want to email us your shipping info to sales@CLKsupplies.com or call us at 800-848-6989 and we'll send your gifts soon. How to win. Comment on our videos with the hashtag Lockboss. Winners will be chosen from comments on the previous week's videos for our weekly giveaway. No purchase necessary. All right. So, you know what? Right before I announce the winners, I've been talking and so excited this whole time. I forgot to even take a sip of some Zip Fizz infused topo. So hey, cheers to all you out there as well. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. A little thirsty there. All right. Let's go. All right, Julio. Hey, Julio, next time give me, we need to get that horn going, Julio, so you can start beeping at me or something if I forget. But all right, here we go. Here's this week's winners. Winner number 1 is Pete Para 4199. Congratulations. Winner number 2 this week is Locksmith and More 9679. Congratulations. Winner number 3 this week is Adam AJ. Adam, congratulations. Winner number 4 this week is Derb Med 1. Congratulations. And last but not least, winner number 5 this week is Dale Mueller 4165. Congratulations to all 5 lucky winners. Make sure you contact us because we're going to be hooking you up. All right. Now, of course, we have our Lockboss Outdoor Adventures wide-brimmed hat going on. I tell you what, you can buy it, but why buy it when you can get it for free with orders over $350.35 or more. And yeah, that's what we kind of got going on right now. So let me go ahead and dive in over here to the comments. Let's see what we got cooking on before we end today's show. Let's see. Strausser says, thankfully, there's only one other locksmith shop in my county. They send a lot of work my way since they don't program keys or do service calls. Yep. Very good. It's always good to work with the other people around you. That's good stuff. Derpmed won. Congratulations. First time made it to the live and you won. Congratulations. Pretty cool. We have Nate. What's up? Nate says, special thanks to Michaela for helping me out when my stupid self missed a selection on the drop-down menu. Come on now, Nate. Be a little nicer to yourself on that. No big deal. Glad we helped you out. And guys, I tell you what, you know what? I just want to once again thank all of you so much. You know, we actually hit last year's revenue over the weekend. So very thankful for that and for all your orders and support. And I don't know if you've seen, but we have some Marks items now in stock, more coming. We're in the middle of adding 48 alarm lock items. Right now, I'm guessing in the next month or so, they'll be available as well. And of course, you know, I'm heading down to DTEX here in a few days. I'm sure you can guess what that might mean in the coming here in a little bit. So yeah, just want to thank you all so much for all of that. Let's see here. What's Jimmy J saying? Your wife is thinking after marrying her, you realize the winner this week is Nick's. Oh, man. Let's see here. Yeah, good on. James says, good on. Mark USA, Alarm Lock 2. Let's see here. As a special option, CLKs and have a congratulations on your winning invoice to hide the spending. I like it, Lo. I like the way you think. I like the way you think. And of course, we're adding keys like crazy to Identikey, and we're getting this close to announcing or releasing a new update on the image capture. Really help a lot of people out. So we've been testing that. Lily and I in particular, I've been testing it. So excited to get that out to you all soon. So anyways, that's going to be today's show. Thank you all so much for coming. And hey, let's see here. Hey, PJ and CLK Supplies, can I get a shout out to Miss Nick's Lock as it's our 19th anniversary? Absolutely. Hey, first of all, congratulations. That is really awesome. And man, I hope you guys celebrate and have an absolute wonderful anniversary together. That's really cool. And also, Nick, funny side note, next month on the 26th, November 26th, will be my wife and I's 19th anniversary as well. So we both got married in 2005. So very cool. But hey, congrats. I hope you guys, you and your wife have a wonderful Tuesday night together and celebrating all the years spent together. And very cool. I like it. I like it. So anyways, all right, everybody. Well, hey, have a wonderful and safe Tuesday evening. And we will see you all same place, same time next week. Of course, we've got some good videos coming up for you. Good job on the staff last week covering for me. You guys did a great job. And also on the shorts coming out, and the Identikey short was pretty cool. We got a good video coming out this Sunday for you as well. So you all take care. Have a good one. Till next time. Bye-bye.